Hello, welcome to another podcast of Master Investors Company. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also follow us on all platforms at Master Investor. Look for the logo and stay tuned for the new book that is releasing this month, How to Build Cash Flow from the Internet, subtitled Passive Income On. And it's all about understanding the rules of money, understanding how to use good debt to create cash flow and acquire cash flow and assets. So today's topic is going to be the two types of investment income. What are they? And the first type of investor income that exists is capital gains. So when we are investing, we can invest for either two, capital gains or the investor income number two, which is cash flow. We recommend that you focus on building cash flow because that's the type of income that comes in even when we're sleeping, and it stacks at a lower bracket. In fact, when we do it correctly and we have the right CPA on our team, then we can literally pay zero in taxes legally because it allows us to do that. The laws and regulations of the tax code promotes and ensures that we can take advantage of tax benefits when we invest for cash flow. Okay, so capital gains usually is when we sell higher than we purchase, and that profit that is made from that transaction is called capital gains. And oftentimes you have to pay taxes on those profits. The only way to not pay taxes on those is by rolling those profits into a bigger asset. In other words, there are some specific law requirements to meet in order to have capital gains be tax-free, okay, or delay taxes on it because we're rolling the profits into a new asset. Such as, for example, let's say we have a piece of real estate property that is making us X, Y, and Z when we sell it. Okay, that's our profit, X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z will be taxed if we don't roll that into a new asset. We have certain amount of time to do so. That's why when we exit an investment vehicle, we must have a plan for what are we going to do with the new profit that we have. If that's our goal to move it into a new asset, we should already have picked an asset that we're going to roll that over because we have a certain amount of time, like I said, to roll that money over and have it tax-free, okay? But unless you have a team that understands the tax code and understands the corporate law, then it's going to be difficult to not pay taxes on those capital gains. So usually capital gains is when you buy a stock for a certain price and you sell it higher than you purchase it. That gain will be taxed. And so we don't recommend that you focus in investing for capital gains. One, because it's kind of risky. Number one, because you have to rely on the market in order to make your capital gain. So if you buy a house that is beat up and it needs some work and you fix it and you flip it, that is capital gains. You're gonna have to pay taxes on that unless you roll it into a new asset. Okay, and so a lot of people don't know that, and so they end up paying taxes on their capital gains. So the second type of income that we can take advantage of when it comes to investing is cash flow, and that's what we focus on here at Master Investor. Where there's a digital asset that you're building, that could be a book that you wrote, took you 3 months to do it, but that book is going to bring you 100% commission on every sale. So if you're selling 10 books on autopilot every day, those $20 turns into $200 on those 10 books. And if you do that 7 days a week, then you can do the math of how much money you're going to be making per month in every single week by using the cash flow method of acquiring and building assets, whether they're digital or whether they're physical, tangible assets. In real estate, when we have control over a property, if we purchase and acquire a property, we don't want to necessarily sell the property. We want to turn it into a green home, which is a home that brings in cash flow every single day, every single week, every single month. And cash flow is when we have a true asset producing us passive income, aka cash flow, into our pocket after expenses are all paid. In other words, we still have money left after everything is paid. And that is the cash flow. What is the bottom line? And so we don't necessarily going to fix up the home to sell it for a higher price. We want to fix it up, the home or the building or the property that we purchase, to ensure that it will bring cash flow in, and it's going to turn itself into a cash cow. It's going to produce passive income, and that's what we go for. Remember, there are 3 types of income in the money game. Ordinary income, that's a type of income that we exchange our time for. Usually you get that at a job when you have to clock in all week and then you get a check. That is ordinary income. 90% of people, that's what they know the most. They only know how to go get a job and exchange their time for money. It is very hard to become wealthy and financially free doing so, because you're always dependent on a job, on a company, rather than having your own cash flowing assets, your own company, your own greenhouse that is producing passive income for you, your own system, whether it's an online system, whether it's a physical tangible system. It does not matter. What counts is it putting money into your pocket, or is it taking money out of your pocket? And is it taking time away from you, or is it making you more free because you're getting richer and richer? So the important thing to do is to always look for cash flowing assets. The second type of income is portfolio income. The third type of income is passive income. Now, in investing, there are 2 types of income, right? Capital gains and cash flow, which is aka passive income. In portfolio income, we can have cash flow and we can have capital gains. We can obtain cash flow through dividends and so forth. But a lot of people that invest in the stock market, they have no control over the company that they're investing on, because they bought one share. I have a share of that company, and they have no voice in the company, and basically they're waiting for the market to go up, and so that they can sell it higher than they purchase it. And so they now have capital gains. So there are ways that you can actually turn your stock into a cash flowing stock, something that will pay you dividends by applying different strategies that we speak about on our new book that is coming out this month. So stay tuned for that. And so I want you to take with you the goal that when you are investing, you are focusing on cash flow. Okay, and that's what we do here at Master Investor, is to focus our forces to acquire and build cash flowing assets. Whether we're building a book, whether is a property that we obtain, we do not want to sell it one time just for the profit. We want to keep that for as long as we can keep it, hopefully forever, so that we can put it on our asset column on our financial statement and see that asset column have a lot of different assets, different green homes. So We go from one home that is building us cash flow and passive income, right? Now we have another one, and now we can add it into the asset column. Now we have another one, number 3. We have 4, 5, 6. Now we have the book. Now we have a building. We have a hotel. We have, a plaza with retail stores. Now we have, we have different types of cash flow and assets on our asset column. It's all about keeping control over your assets that produce passive income. An asset is something that puts money on our pocket, and a liability takes money out of our pocket. So what are the 2 types of investment income? Capital gains and cash flow. Okay, so we choose to go with cash flow because basically we pay 0 in taxes when we run all the business expense and personal expense through our business correctly and legally done, and we can literally by law pay 0 in taxes, okay, when we're making a lot of money. So the more money we make, if we're doing it through cash flow, the less we'll pay in taxes. In capital gains, we will pay taxes at a higher bracket unless we roll that into a bigger asset through a specific law that is called 1031 exchange when we're speaking about real estate. In other words, if you sell the house for a certain price and you grab those gains and you roll it into a bigger property, then the taxes can be delayed. In other words, you don't pay any taxes on those gains because that money is being used to purchase a new asset, a new real estate property that is producing passive income or cash flow, etc. But there are requirements to meet, and you should seek an attorney, a business attorney, and also an accountant that knows the tax code very well, so that it can help you always minimize taxes legally and make sure that you are a tax-free businessman ethically and legally, and also help you keep more of your money. It's not about how much money we make, it's about how much money we keep. I hope that this podcast has been valuable to you. Leave us a comment below if you have any questions. I believe you can also send us a voice message in here. Please share with your community, with your people, and so that we can build our community here at Master Investor and bring the Master Investor out of each and every single partner of ours. And remember that our mission here at Master Investor and our financial department, we are an investment management company, but we have built a financial department that its mission is to elevate the financial well-being of all partners. And that includes you. If you're new listening to us, then welcome and thank you for your time. I hope that you understand that there are 2 types of investment income. One is capital gains, and number 2 is cash flow. Here at Master Investor, we recommend that we focus on cash flow, aka passive income, because that's the type of income that comes in even when we're sleeping, and we become richer and wealthier because we're building our asset column with cash flow and assets. Okay, cash flow is key. And remember, let's use our credit cards, let's use debt, let's raise capital to acquire more cash flow and assets. Bringing you the good and bad news of money. Master Investor Company is glad to bring another podcast to your ears, and make sure you tune into our website at www.masterinvestor.education. Find a digital course that fits best for you. If you need help with building and starting your company, then let us know. We have a course there. We can also do a live session to help you and guide you with what needs to be done in order to start building your brand and start building that asset column. We have different digital courses that you can take and watch right from your device, from your home, and start building that asset column, because our goal is to help you make more money, but not the traditional way. We want you to start receiving cash flow aka passive income, and turn your passions into cash flowing assets. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that step by step in our new book. So ensure you also subscribe to our newsletter and read our blog every single day, because it's going to help you. You can find that in the website. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Thank you for your time again, and I'll talk to you on the next podcast. Bye for now.